Yo, 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 we back. Episode 12, the Fast Break podcast is here. We in the building.
Always.
I'm here joined by my two brothers, Caleb on the left, my left, your right, and my boy E, 20 years now.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get it, man.
Let's get it, man.
Let's get it. Straight out the gate. You say you want to draw?
It don't matter. Yeah, I'll pull. All right, let's see what we got here today, man.
Foolishness started.
Shout out to Jay Bird and Tim who couldn't be here today.
Yeah. Everybody love your wives. They all make decisions for you sometimes. Just gotta live with it.
Just gotta go with it. Ooh, this is a good one, man. Draymond Green. Draymond Green.
Besides his outrageous comment that we all think that he had, I actually gained a lot of more respect for Draymond over these past couple of months, especially with him getting into the space where he's podcasting,
Yep.
and he's doing more interviews, and you get to hear him talk and express himself more. Besides just the cursing and stuff on the court, like the dude is really intelligent and is really high basketball IQ and really just wants to win. And so I think we said it before in another episode, like he plays his role so well for Golden State that because he plays his role so well, he elevates them to levels that's hard for other teams to get to. And so I got a lot of respect for him from that. And I think he is a great defender. Greatest all time, I don't know, but they're saying, like, I think on his defensive efficiency, though, it is like
His numbers are there.
It's like the highest, one of the highest ones that it's ever
I think
been.
we talked about, what was it, 116, I think y'all had said, something like that.
It was something crazy. But
He doesn't have a defensive player of the year though, does he?
no, I don't think they give him one yet. But Draymond, he makes the team go. He does. When he's on the floor, they have a different attitude. Steph and Clay always get the ball where they need it at. He's always setting picks in the right spot. Their defense is better. So I mean, he's that man. If they have all the cog, he's the main cog that makes it go. I know Steph is the flashy one, but if Draymond's not there, they're not winning as much as they have been.
I agree with that.
I have a couple of ideas about Draymond myself. First, and the one that's more apparent is, would he be doing this on any other team? Or is he in a situation that he just fell into the perfect one? He got the two of the greatest shooters of all time. All he has to do is just make sure he passes on the ball.
I think he would be the same, though, because he wants to win.
Okay, so an example would be, who's another great three-point? Trae Young.
Yeah.
Is he facilitating his game around Trae Young the way he does Steph and Clay?
I think when we take this into question, will he still be successful? As successful? I don't know as successful as far as championships, but would he be successful? I think so.
In what regard, though? That's what
let me get there. So the way he plays now is a benefit towards the system he grew up in, right? So he grew up in Golden State. He had Mark Jackson that helped him solidify the type of player he was going to be. So if he doesn't have a Mark Jackson that young, there's no telling if he would be the same type of player, but his desire to actually be good at the game of basketball and win would make him successful because, like they say in the NBA players do anyway, they can tell who wants to win, who doesn't want to win. And Draymond has that mindset of, I'm trying to win every time I get on the floor. I'm not trying to lose. I'm not here just to get paid. I want to win. So players like that, they're going to find a way to be successful. So I think if you put him in another system, he would be just as successful.
Yeah, just find another way to.
He just find another way to do it, because that's what he is right now. He's the Dennis Rodman. He finds a way to get it done, whatever position he's in. So now I am saying the system is a huge benefit for him. Having a coach like Mark Jackson,
And that's not his fault.
Yeah. Having a coach like Mark Jackson to help solidify him defensively as a player first, and then you go into Steve Kerr, who asked you to become more a facilitator. That revolutionized his game. So I think his situation benefited him a lot. But if he was somewhere else, I still think he'd be successful.
Yeah, and I understand that too. Like when you look at a Draymond Green, he came from a great system in college.
Yeah.
He played under Tom Izzo. And Michigan State, they always put like that type of player in the league. What's his name? I think it's Miles Bridges. Is it Miles Bridges? He's out.
Charlotte?
Yeah, for Charlotte. He's a Michigan State guy. They always put those type of guys into the league, and they usually find their way, like you say, because of what their foundation was. He would be good at any place where he goes. Now you say the level of success would be different. I've found a lot more respect for Draymond too, man. Just because I'm an IQ guy when it comes to basketball. I love IQ about it because it was something that wasn't there. So to be able to see Draymond being undersized at 6'7" in the NBA, developing a jump shot, but still understand like, yo, I'm the anchor of this team, and I'm not afraid to say I'm the anchor of this team. I tell the coach, we got to get Steph the ball, we got to get Clay the ball. We not about to do this 7-second offense. We got to get this man to rock. He knows how to post. He knows how to pass out of the post. Golden State wouldn't be what they are, or even, they just wouldn't be that without Draymond.
Yeah, even to add to that real quick, like we talking about IQ and just his desire to win, right? And when he was talking at one time, I think he was talking to JJ Redick, he was talking about when they had Steph, Clay, and KD, and he was like, my job was to make sure everybody got their shots, and I took that seriously. So he was like, if we came down the court and Steph ain't getting no good shot, is Steph's getting all the shots or KD's getting all the shots, he says, I know Clay is going to take a bad shot once he gets the ball.
I remember him saying that.
Because he hasn't touched it. So he said, I'm going to make sure that Clay gets the ball so that he can stay within himself and not act crazy. That's somebody that's like really thinking the game through and really trying to win. You know what I'm saying? It's like not being selfish, but really running the floor the best way he can.
He's the mediator. He's not trying to create animosity.
Yeah. Okay. And to your question earlier, I don't think the question is would he be as successful. I think the question would be would other coaches see how valuable he is.
Well, that wasn't my question. Wasn't how successful it would be. It's more so. Would he be looked at as the player that
he is today?
That he is being looked at. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Is he going to do that in an offensive setting in Atlanta? New York, not a high market team. Yeah. Or does he need those already key pieces around him?
Well, I think he needs that.
Because, I gotta slightly disagree. Draymond not on Golden State, they're gonna find their way to getting a ring if they have Steph and Clay.
With no Draymond?
With no Draymond. And like I said, I'm slightly going to disagree because I believe that they can. If you have guys like Andre Iguodala, who's going to win you an MVP based off of his defense, then you're already kind of set up. They are, I know Draymond and KD are two completely different players, but they don't need KD to win. They go 73-9 without a KD.
But but Draymond is there with the 73.
But also you have an Andre Iguodala who won that MVP without KD.
But Andre ain't checking nobody in 4 and 5. He's only checking 1 through 3. Yeah, so you got to think they're in the West.
The best players on the team.
They're in the West where all the 4s and 5s were when they're winning. Yeah, but we can't Draymond guarding them.
So that squad that year that Andre did get Finals MVP, who were they playing against?
They played Cleveland.
You're checking the greatest player in the game.
Yeah, but
nobody else was out there with Cleveland, so
it's a high task. I mean, but that team came out the East.
Yeah, you're right. I don't knock Bron or anybody when they went up against that Golden State team and Iguodala got.
And you had Kyrie. Kyrie's out there. Like they had the squad.
That year Kyrie was hurt.
Yeah, he shattered his kneecap.
So he didn't play the finals?
No, he played the first game, shattered his kneecap.
Yep. Him and Kevin Love, they both
went out.
They both crapped out. The same similar situation that happened to Golden State.
It was his shoulder, Kevin Love. Did he even play? I don't think he played.
Nope. I don't know if he played. If he played spot minutes, but I really don't believe that he played.
Yeah, it's still a task, but for me, it's still a task to check LeBron James.
It is.
I mean, nobody's gonna stop LeBron. Yeah. That's like
Steph not gonna check.
LeBron had the greatest finals. He had the greatest finals performances in that finals of losing. Bron was going nuts,
crazy,
nuts. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but back to Draymond, man, it's just. I feel like he would be successful at another team because now, to your point, he's built that value. You know what I'm saying? When you get a Draymond, you're going to get a guy who's going to be the operator. And I look at Golden State kind of like how a business would be looking at. Steph is your marketing guy. Steph is going to bring in the glitz, the glamours, the flash. Clay's going to bring that guy like, hold on, don't forget me too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you 400 threes in a year. I'm going to get 37 in a quarter. And then Draymond is the guy who's the operator of the business. He's got to make sure guys are on time. He's got to make sure guys got their, he's got to make sure that he's an administrator.
One of the things that rubs me wrong, and I don't want this to be looked at as me hating on Draymond because I actually think he is a very intelligent player. But you have the greatest shooter ever in the NBA history and arguably the second greatest shooter ever in history, right behind that. But going back to what we said earlier, him making a comment about him being the greatest defender ever. Why was that needed to be? Why did that need to be said? You know what I'm saying? I think I personally, I could be wrong, but it just looks like, all right, I'm tired of kind of being the guy left in the shadows. I need to have some type of name on me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go out there on a limb and say, well, I think it's safe to say, because I'll be looked at crazy if I say I'm the greatest offensive player. So let me say something that people really don't take pride in, which is defense. So let me just go out there and say I'm the greatest defender ever, which you don't even have a defensive player of the year award.
Statistically, yeah,
Well,
you
might have the
don't
numbers,
that.
but you ain't got the hardware.
Yeah, that's true. We do judge hardware, but I don't know. I don't see him as the greatest defender.
I don't either.
Just because, being 6'7" is kind of tough. Like even though playing his position,
True,
there's
but-
guys better than him at his position defensively
Yeah,
throughout.
but we've
the
had
NBA.
people shorter than that have gotten defensive player of the year. The GOAT, Michael Jordan. I believe he has what? If he don't have one, he has two. I know he got one for sure.
And I to that point too, when we look at the people who's won defensive player of the year, all been superstars. On that all defensive one team, there've been superstars. I don't think anybody deems Draymond as a superstar. I know.
That's why
don't.
I agree. I agree with the awards, but sometimes, man, I don't know about the awards, man. To be honest, I feel like sometimes just a game, like it's just whoever's name is hot right now.
They gotta have it now. It's like one of those things.
Yeah,
Like
it's-
you gotta have an MVP. You gotta have a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, so I give weight to awards. I do, but sometimes I'm just like,
I don't know because Rudy Gobert got one, and he's not a superstar.
but Rudy Gobert 7-1.
And he's blocking everything.
He
at the rim.
led the league.
He won.
And
He
the
earned
Jazz had the best defensive team.
Y'all are making my point. He earned it, so he didn't have the name base. You know what I'm saying? He was known for the guy that started COVID. You know what I'm saying? Before that,
But you knew who Rudy Gobert was, though. Like
I mean, yeah, he's the big man on Utah.
he's 7'1".
Yeah, so he's getting
tall.
So he's getting credit for the blocks, and anchoring the defense,
Rebounds,
But
and their team was the best defensive team.
But to your point again, though, how do you give somebody else a defensive player of the award and the Warriors go 73 and
Nah,
yeah? So you gonna tell me Draymond was the most important defender on that team when they did that? So that's what I'm saying. Like
I think Draymond.
yeah, so I'm like, so that's why to the awards, it's like sometimes it's a joke to the awards because you can't tell me no way that somebody on this team ain't the best defensive player in the NBA right now, which is Draymond, but he don't get a defensive player of the year award, and y'all just broke an NBA record.
Yeah.
Nobody beat y'all 10 times in the season. 82 games, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
So-
tough.
only 9 teams beat us.
Yeah, that's
in
what I'm
an
saying.
82
So it's
game
like-
season.
And think about how long the NBA season is.
82 games,
That's crazy. So that's
and
Months.
including a break, so the momentum stopped. All-Star weekend.
Did they ever go undefeated in a month or something like that? Did they go undefeated in a
they
month?
did have.
I'm sure they
I
did.
think they did have a month where
They had to.
I'm sure they did. Yeah,
They had to have at
He
least
only
1
lost
month.
9 games.
Draymond, he just returned back to practice, so he gonna be playing soon.
Golden State gonna be at top shape.
Speaking of that, what's up with Iggy? Iggy is back with Golden State.
Yep.
Where has he been playing?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He just old, bro. He on his.
I'm a fan of Iggy. You know,
I
what
like
I'm saying?
Iggy, bro.
Yeah,
He
he's on
just
his last leg.
he just a little older now, bro.
He's
That
still a good defender though.
yeah, he's still him. He's not a shell of himself. He's still Iggy. It's just like he's getting older.
Oh, we're wrong. Draymond did win Defensive Player of the Year in 2017.
Okay,
Okay,
cool.
that's tough.
Hey.
Well, then he got the hardware.
Yeah.
But I mean, still jumping out there on a limb. Say you're the greatest defender. I don't know. There's a
Six-time
lot
member of the All Defensive Team, so he's been up there 6 times.
There's a lot of basketball out there that has been played.
I mean, that's 6
That's what I'm
all-time
saying. When he
defensive
said it, I didn't
awards.
think he was. When he said
And
that
that's,
comment, I didn't think he was an idiot for saying it.
Yeah,
You know, he
I just
does
thought
have
he was
2
a little
rings.
wild. I just thought it was a little wild. At first, when I first heard it, I did think it was wild. Like
What defenders can you think of right now that you
Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman,
in his
yeah,
in
Dennis
his
Rodman in his heyday.
Yeah,
Okay,
like,
Dennis Rodman. That's one.
I'm saying in his position as power forward.
Or just in general, when we saying best defenders of all time,
Dennis Rodman.
Kawhi.
David Robinson.
Kawhi Leonard.
David Robinson, Kawhi. You want to put Draymond in any of those categories?
Alonzo Mourning,
yeah. Even Jordan.
Tony
I
Allen.
believe Jordan was a better
Shane
defender.
Battier.
So those are great names.
Yeah.
Can Draymond not be mentioned?
No,
with
no,
any
I
of
say he
those guys?
can.
We're naming the
just
teams
name-
that
just
are
said
better
names,
than
so-
him defending.
I wasn't naming that. I'm just naming other good ones.
Well, I mean, all those names I believe are better.
I'm talking about like Hall of Fame, best defensive
Bruce
player.
Bowen.
Bruce Bowen is one. Okay, I'll take Bruce Bowen.
So
Rajah Bell.
Kobe.
You know what I'm saying? We'll take those names. I feel like Draymond in his time right now, he was
Dwight Howard.
He's valid in saying that, bro. He locked some people up. Even then,
KG.
Huh? KG.
KG.
Yeah, KG.
Draymond is up there, bro.
But that's a lot. And the list is getting longer and longer. We ain't mentioned his name yet.
Elijah one.
But we haven't.
Ralph Sampson.
Mutombo. Like,
I'm not taking Draymond
No,
off the list still.
yeah, I'm
I still
not.
think he could be top
But
10,
look
top
how
5.
we were here.
that's a lot of defenders.
That's
to
a lot
pick
of people.
from.
That, that's,
It is.
That's
It
more
is.
than 10 people, though.
Yeah, that's
It
a lot
is.
of people. to
So
pick
he's
from.
outside of 10 now.
Wilt
No,
Chamberlain. Kareem
Bill
Abdul-Jabbar. What's white dude from the Celtics?
Scottie
that played with
Pippen.
Bird? Kevin McHale.
Scottie Pippen.
All right, we just
Bill Laimbeer.
we're naming
Like,
Bill Laimbeer. I'm not putting him in the defense, bro.
Bill Laimbeer played defense,
Bro, he used to try to kill people, bro.
but he played D though. Even though we didn't like it, he played defense.
Draymond played defense.
Joe
Joe
Dumars.
Dumars.
Draymond, like
No,
up
he's
there.
in there. He's in the
there.
conversation.
He's
I'm
top
just saying though, we
25
start saying
probably.
best defender all time.
All time, it's
that
tough.
list. Gary Payton. We didn't even
The
say
glove.
Gary,
Glove, yeah.
Gary Payton.
I heard you mention Kawhi. Do you think Kawhi like is a better defender than Draymond?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And his prime Kawhi was tough.
He was the claw.
Yo,
You know
he
what I'm
was
saying?
he was a LeBron nightmare.
Yeah, he used to strap Bron just because
yeah,
his hands so big.
Yeah, he was a LeBron nightmare. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but respect to Draymond though. I hope he comes back because if he come back,
It's gonna be scary, bro.
they already scary. And you
Scary.
give them their general back, their floor general back for real. Like, bro, look, this is how unselfish he is. He said he was talking to JJ. He said, "I'm mad. I'm not playing because if I was playing, he said Clay would be better already." Because I would get him the ball where he needs it. How can you lose with a guy like that on your team? He not talking about himself. I wish I was there so I could set him up better.
So Clay can come back and hit 30.
Dog,
While Steph got 30.
How can you not like this dude on your team?
Tell you, man.
Like
It's
he
scary.
knows his role. He's not scared to say it.
Yeah.
I'm the general of this team. I
It
make
could
sure
be
everybody
me.
get their
It
shot.
could be just me, but I
That's
always
crazy.
see the sarcasm in a lot of these phrases that people say. Like, I wish I was there because Clay would be better.
No, because he said he's
You don't make my game bad or worse
the context
or better.
Context. All right, let me give you the context of why he
I
said
get the
that.
context. I
No,
get
no,
it.
no, no. He said it this way. He said we have a whole new roster since Clay left. He said nobody's played with Clay but me and Steph, so we know where to get him the ball at. He was like, our new guys don't know. So he said you're seeing Clay have these off and on nights when he's getting back, and that's what he said. That's because the team is learning where he needs the ball at. He said I already know where to give him the ball at. So if I'm on the floor, he automatically has a better game because I'm getting him the ball where he wants it at. Now, I don't think that's a selfish threat. I think
And he's a threat.
yeah, I think
Draymond
that's,
can hit a
that's
three.
smart. He's
Go
trying
get
to
your
win.
bucket.
He's like, he's my best. Like when me and used to play at the Red, I know where you like the ball at. I know if I see you drift over to that left side corner, it's all I gotta do is find Morris, and it's a knockdown shot, guaranteed. It's like no questions asked.
I feel like if I was Clay though, and let's say if I'm averaging 30, or if I can score at least 30 points with Draymond on the floor, and he makes a comment like that, I'm gonna get 30 without you. Like
It's a
I'm
harder
getting 30.
It's a harder 30.
Harder 30. That's what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
all right.
He said
I
it'd
get
be
you.
easier.
Okay,
just
I
saying
understand. Yeah, I
A
understand.
way harder 30. Just like, and I ain't gonna bring in Lonzo in this because that can go to a whole nother thing. But Lonzo, when he's there, he's getting Zach LaVine the ball. He's getting DeRozan the ball, even though DeRozan has had 5 straight games with 30 plus.
Yeah.
But as a team, the Bulls operated better because Zach LaVine's getting shots. DeRozan's getting shots. When Caruso come back, the Bulls, I don't want people to like slight the Bulls. They're missing their point guard. They're missing Lonzo, and they're missing bench energy and Caruso.
That point position is so important, man.
It is.
If you have a good guy that knows where everybody wants the ball at, you lose him. Like, yeah, you can still win game, you can still get your points, but it's gonna be a lot harder than when he's there. Instead of getting your points in 10 shots, it's going to take you about 17, 18 because people throwing me the ball at my legs, or you wait until I got 2 seconds left on the shot clock, then I got to rush up a shot.
Now we got to create. That's
Yeah, a real point guard knows all that. Oh, 10 seconds left. Move. Everybody move. He's on the low block. Boom.
he got 8 seconds now.
He can
7
work.
seconds. Yup.
Oh, he's gone.
Tough.
So
Everybody thought Kyle Kuzma was gonna be the next thing coming. The only reason why they thought he was the next thing coming because Lonzo was getting the ball and easy opportunities to score.
yeah,
When he went out, he got a 4 shots, and now everybody
was
think
looking
Kuzma a
ugly.
bum because he can't
He was
play
looking-
ball.
that is true. He looked good when Ball was there. As soon as Lonzo got hurt, he was like, "What is he doing?"
What is he doing?
I know I didn't think he was the next thing coming.
I thought he was
but
decent.
You know what I mean?
I thought he would have been,
Yeah.
like he would have helped.
He was a second round pick, bro. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think Kuzma was a second round pick.
Out of Utah.
Yeah, 4-year guy.
He can go back to Utah for all I care.
It's very rare that you see a guy like that find a role. So
He can go back to Utah.
yeah, heck yeah.
Draymond, I mean,
Shout out
hate him or
Draymond.
love him. I guess you gotta respect him.
Facts.
Yeah, I respect.
I respect him.
Yeah, I got respect for Draymond.
See if we can get another name in before this episode ends.
If it's the guy, you can just stop it. That's another episode.
Who? D
Wait,
Wade.
yeah.
Oh, man. Why you always got a way to put D
Because
Wade
my
in
favorite player.
Bulls going into teams.
Bulls? Well, the Bulls
in.
finally had a scorer who
Win of the
had-
free agency. Bulls won.
Yeah, Bulls won.
Bulls definitely won. Caruso, DeRozan were great pickups for the Bulls.
Lonzo.
Lonzo, yeah. Lonzo, great pickups.
Who's their big? They have a big. He's hurt too.
I don't know.
Vucevic.
Yeah.
I got people that I know they just went to the game last night.
Oh wow, for real.
Memphis and
Vucevic is out, and he's a pretty big. If I'm saying it right, he's a pretty good piece for them. A solid big, with experience.
yeah. I think reemergence of the Bulls in the East, man. They ain't been
He
good
averaging
since,
18, right?
yeah. They ain't been good since D Rose. So I think it's good for them. I think Zach LaVine's attitude was already there to I want to get over the hump. So them adding those type of players elevated his game and just elevated the organization. I think that's really how they were just ready. I think they're just ready and the pieces fit.
They could come out the East.
They could.
They could.
They
I
could.
don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't want people to slight the Bulls. Like
Yeah.
they're missing their point guard. They're missing bench
Got
energy.
two of the best wing defenders in Caruso and Ball. Like
So-
they wreak havoc on offenses, dog.
They
They
block, bro.
they wreak havoc.
Can they handle Milwaukee though? They can handle Brooklyn, they can handle Philly, but can they handle Milwaukee?
Giannis, bro. I don't think
Giannis
nobody
is
can stop
like-
Giannis,
Yeah.
bro.
But you can stop everybody else on Milwaukee. That's the problem.
I don't like when people say that because Middleton has proven he's not just a guy. He's a legit number 2. Like Middleton's hitting shots, bro.
Now, hypothetically speaking, if
agree
Giannis,
with-
God forbid, if Giannis were to go down where he can't play in a series, Milwaukee's done.
They're done.
Dunzo.
Chris Middleton's not going to be your save-a-ho.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not carrying that team.
Nah, he can't carry a team. Well, I don't want to say what he can't do, but we just haven't seen him be able to carry that team. But he's
I'm gonna
made
jump out there on a limb. He's not going to carry you.
A couple games, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He can shoot, man.
Right.
You can't
can
ever
shoot.
you can ever slight nobody who can shoot and make free throws.
Yeah.
He can definitely shoot.
And he's
How
got
do y'all
size.
feel about his shot creating ability though? Y'all think he's a good shot creator?
Yeah, bro. He creates shots from within side of who he is. He's not gonna break you down like Devin Booker, but he can get you in a post fade, up and under, score, mid range jump shot, pump fake, sidestep, tray ball. Like
He's a pull-up kind of guy.
he can play.
Yeah.
He going
I
to
had to
I
dribble
agree
right,
he can play.
dribble
I don't
right,
know if
dribble left.
I don't know if he can hold. I know a couple games. He's gonna win you a couple games. I know that, but I don't know if he can carry the load.
Yeah. He's a one or two dribble kind of guy to the left or right, pull up, midi.
Between the legs, pull
Yeah.
up.
Not too much, just enough.
Set 3-point shot.
What is he? 6? How tall is he? 6'7"? 6'6"?
Like 6'6", 6'7". Yeah, but yeah, I like the Bulls, man. I hope they go far. I want to see Lonzo be successful. Like I said it before, I think that was the worst trade the Lakers made out of all the young players that they got rid of. They shouldn't have got rid of Lonzo
I agree.
because he had the most potential.
Point guard.
Point guard,
6'6".
defender, likes playing defense. When you have a player that likes to play defense, I'm gonna do anything I can to keep them in the organization. You know what I'm saying? That's just my
That's
thoughts.
crazy. Like playing defense
Yeah.
and to pass the ball.
Yeah, you like playing defense and you pass the ball, but you can score too, though. But
He has the ability
But you
to
just don't. You know, you're not looking to do that first. You
He
know?
didn't have that scoring ability in LA though. Even though we may have not have given him a chance, he just didn't have that in his repertoire.
But this is the thing about players like Lonzo, though. he was going to get there.
He was going to get there, but LA again has always been, we want to win now. We don't care about picks,
But
we don't care about your development stage. We want to win now.
But this is my thing though. With Lonzo, you have a player who's touted as being is going to be one of the best point guards in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I can keep him. I can get rid of everybody else. I can keep him around. I have
He's the point
LeBron.
guard,
I have LeBron James on my team. Like Lonzo can stay from anything. You know what I'm saying? If he's going to play defense, but
we don't have
I'm just talking
trade value.
But I'm just
That's
talking
why he had to
about
go.
Lonzo himself. He's a player that is trying to get better, and fixing your jump shot is the hardest thing you can do in basketball. That is the number one hardest thing to do in basketball, is to fix your jump shot for him. If you have a player that actually goes through that process and does it, like, that's somebody you keep around in your organization. I'm sorry, that's just my
within
thoughts.
one off season.
Yeah, like
Don't shade that. That's within one off season.
it was three.
No,
they say he was
like-
working on it during while he was still at the Lakers.
I like when Lonzo started the shooting. You see during that season, even in the off season, of course you seen him hit the weight room a little bit,
Yeah.
but his shot still came back the same. When he's on the Bulls right now, it's completely
But it was
different.
getting better in New Orleans. His field goal percentage went up in New Orleans. Yeah, that's
Everything
where it started.
statistically has increased since he came into the league.
I'll
Every
be
year.
honest, I forgot he played with New Orleans. He's traveling this NBA already.
Oh, they.
2 teams, well 3 teams.
3 teams now. Dang.
But that was dumb in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Because Brandon Ingram, to your point earlier, Brandon Ingram was looking like the next superstar. When Lonzo's there, Lonzo's gone. No point guard.
Now look,
I don't know who started that saying he's going to be a superstar of this league.
yeah, bro, that's why.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's
they
why
were
the
they were
point
trying to
guard-
put that moniker
B.I.
on him.
B.I.
They
is
was
not
trying
going
to tell him
to like
he's the next KD. He's a player that needs a point guard though.
He needs
the
a
point
point
guard is
guard.
so important. Like to our point, Chauncey and Melo. Melo was already a great player. You added Chauncey Billups to Melo, his game got so easier.
It's easy.
Just for the fact that he had a better point guard. Like, it's so perfect when you have a good point guard. Like, it's so necessary.
Facts, man.
All right, well, look, we're going to pick it up on the next episode. This is the end of episode 12.
12.
Yep.
Wrapping it up, and appreciate you guys tuning in with us. It's the Fast Break Podcast. Got my boy E, got my boy C over here.
You know it.
This is Mo. We closing out. Peace.
Peace.